Hey guys, how you going? It's Pickles89 with the return of the video of level 10 to 20 on Rift. So pretty much log in and you get blasted with a daily login screen with I kind of see it as useless rewards, so no use for them. But yeah, jump straight into questing. The questing was pretty simple. Kind of feels like the same as it was between 1 and 10, just like kill a bunch of boars, but this time I got to like fumigate a bunch of plants, and yeah, it was, I don't know, like I have to admit that, you know, I kind of like the questing style. This is when I went into one of those like instant archive, instance place dungeons. I have to admit I didn't enjoy myself, you know, I got boosted up to like a high level, and I only had like 2-3 spells. I didn't have a mount yet, so everyone was just running ahead and like killing a bunch of stuff. I felt kind of useless. Yeah, so I didn't feel like a lot of fun. Like I don't really understand the point of them, to be honest. I didn't really stick around to find out. So like I won't give my full opinion on them yet. I got invited to another archive of the kings. It was very much the same, just kill a bunch of these, kill a bunch of that. Didn't feel fun, like it's kind of like just run around, kill this, kill that. I kind of like the linear feel of the dungeons on World of Warcraft and New World, where it's pretty much just a straight path where you just kill this, kill that, and kill the bosses and win and exit out. This kind of felt like it was just going to go on forever, and I didn't really see the reward in it. Like I wasn't getting much XP. I felt like I was lagging behind because, once again, as I say, I didn't have a mount at this point. I wasn't even sure how to get a mount at this point. So yeah, just kind of lagged behind and didn't really have fun. So I ended up just bailing out of these and just being like, questing it is. Let's talk about some positives and negatives, and let's start with the negatives first. I have to admit that the missions feel super repetitive, kind of like you just work towards like collecting 4 of this, collect 4 of that, and you win. Some of the systems are really poorly explained. Like weird loot boxes that make no sense at this point. I don't want to feel like I have to Google like what everything is every 10 minutes to work everything out. Yeah, just the dungeon system just kind of feels like a little waste of my time at my level. Just no extra spells, just running around not keeping up with anyone. It could have been a bit different if I had a mount, but I won't say it's completely negative. I'll have that more as a mixed review until I get to a higher level and get more spells and actually jump in my mount and keep up with the team that I was in this time. The mixed review, like in this game, I have to say, is there's just no like fun commands. Like I come across a cat, I really wanted to like pet it, and like I just do what you would do in Warcraft and type / like pet, or just right click it and it would just like emote you giving it like a scratch, you know, a cuddle and stuff like that. There's none of that. It kind of be cool to see that in the game. I feel like the NPCs could be done a little bit better. Like in the previous video that I made, like I just felt like the interaction with the NPCs is just kind of really flat and boring. Like they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you and the master's gonna destroy you, but then you answer back with just like, hey, yeah, not if I get to you first, and they're just like, okay. But I will get back to the positives. This blew my mind. Like, I'm sorry, it is so small, but I actually got a mount and I mounted it, and I saw my cloak go to the side of the horse and sit over the side of the horse. It didn't go through the horse. It didn't have one of those buggy UIs where the cape just goes through your horse and it just looks like crap. I was so excited just to see the cloak just like slump on the side of the horse, and when I jumped on the horse it would like fly up a bit and land back on the horse, and there was no really breakthrough of the pixels. It's actually good to see that someone's put some thought in their cosmetics and the way it interacts with like mounts and environments. I really like it. Another positive is I've been playing this ranger class, and I've been playing like the hunter. The pet system is cool. You get a different pet for like every different spec. Like there's one for PvP, there's a ranged one, there's a melee one, which is really good for questing. The ranged one I've been using for a little bit, but I just feel like it could be a bit better. Like, just kind of feels redundant. Like, it just stands there shooting things, and you kind of feel like you're taking a lot of the damage. I haven't tested out the PvP one yet. Lastly, no, actually, like, the game is clean, let me say that. I love the graphics, I love the play of my class so far. I could actually see how this could have been a potential WoW killer back in the day. I just wonder what went wrong and why the player base abandoned it so far, but I'm sure I will work that out at the more I level through the game. But lastly, I really like the environment and the mobs I've encountered so far. Like, they're just super awesome. Like, I come across these like little imps like on a fire rift, and they just look really cool. They're like little burning children and running around like crazy, and the mini bosses that were like big winged creatures were really cool as well. And I even met my first world boss, which was this massive crab that just spawned right on top of me, and the design of the crab was actually really cool. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. But yeah, just so far so good. I am coming into this game with a lot of optimism. I mean, people would call it a dead MMO, like just looking at the amount of players that are playing the Rift at the time, just there's just really not a lot. But I'm actually enjoying the game, being a solo player. So yeah, this is where I died to the massive crab boss. You'll get a better look at it soon. It like instantly just chases me down, so it has a really big area of effect of picking you up. So yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, so back into the rifts and stuff like that. But overall, like, just been enjoying myself playing this game. The stats are pretty easy to understand, the gear is really easy to understand, the rifts are a lot of fun. I have to kind of tell myself not to get distracted from the quests and actually do the main quest line and not just do every rift I see. Like, I ended up going backwards in the game and repeating a bunch of quests I already did, which was a bit weird. Like, I felt like some of the quests I repeated, just there was kind of like no reason to repeat it. Just, yeah, so just running through, killing a bunch of spiders, going back once again at another rift, and yeah, these are the little bosses and mobs I'm talking about. Just the design of them is just really cool, like the little fire guys, and just this game is cool. Like, in general, like, it feels like a mix of Warcraft and a New World, which is perfect because I've played both Warcraft and New World, and there's positive and negatives of both sides of the game, and I've found Rift, which, you know, this game was made in what, 2012, and I could have honestly seen myself like putting Warcraft down and playing this game for a very long time. I mean, to be fair, I did put Warcraft down and I binge played Star Wars, The Old Republic, leveled in Inquisitor, and that took a lot of my attention, where that was during Cataclysm, where I honestly didn't touch WoW for a good 3-4 months, but unfortunately Star Wars had the issue with it didn't have endgame, so you found yourself like leveling out to the point where you're just like, why am I still playing this? So I'm kind of sad that I didn't jump on the Rift train and give this game a shot, because I could have seen myself giving this like a lot of time and a lot of hours. Should mention, it took It took about an hour and a half to get to 1 to 10. It took 2.5 hours to get to 10 to 20. So hopefully it takes like 3.5 to get to 20 to 30 and just like build up like that, where it takes longer and longer and longer to level rather than just streamlining through the game. I kind of like working for my levels and building up those new skills. So all in all, once again, a really positive experience in the game. As you can probably tell, I do all my commentary live, like just watching my replay and stuff like that. I prefer to do that than making like a script and just being all fake and being a robot about it. But yeah, I've got to a point where like I'm putting the game down and I'm like going to bed and I can't sleep, and I'm like, maybe I should just jump on Rift and like make another video and get to like 10 to 20 or 20 to 30, or you know, just get back in and try another class and make a different class video. Like, I can actually say I haven't played Warcraft since playing Rift. I've honestly played Rift, I've edited the video, I've made the video, and I logged in once to check my vaults in Warcraft, but that was about it. Yesterday was my birthday, so I was expecting something good in my vaults in Warcraft, but those RNG gods turned their back on me. But that's okay, that's a story for another day. Okay, so once again, you'll find me, this is when I actually started backtracking. And I've done these quests before, so as I said, it felt kind of boring and silly to like go back and just do the same quests over again. I didn't kind of realize until I started doing them again and picked them up, and I was just like, wait, I've done this before. So I don't know if it's just like a reputation grind and you kind of just do this to gain rep, but either way, I guess like I don't mind, I was just having fun. But it would have been nice to be told that you were repeating the quest and had like a repeat quest above its head or something like that, because they all just came across as new quests to me. But yeah, so and also the gear wasn't an upgrade, it was low tier gear as well, so yeah, it just kind of felt like I wasted a little bit of my time. That was me trying to pet the cat, which, as I said, complaint, I'd like to see that happen. From here, yeah, pretty much just ran to the new area, so I wasn't backtracking. All the mobs actually changed, which was nice to see. Like, it was nice to fight a new flavor of mobs, that they all look a bit different. The skeletons look different, the tower defenders look different, the bosses looked a bit different, which I'll give kudos to the game, because I feel like games like New World of Warcraft just recycle the same mobs over and over again, and I hope I don't encounter this like in the future of Rift, that I find myself just repeating and finding myself killing the same mobs over and over again. Like, I hope with the new islands that I do explore, that I will actually pick up and find new design features in the game, such as like just environment, the landscape, the mob design, the quest design. Like, as I said, like there's only so much you can do in an MMO, but I feel like we could possibly encounter something different with the different islands. But I do like the feel of the combat, I do like the feel of the game so far, and I'm enjoying myself. This is where I kind of leave it for the day. I made it to level 20, got a little achievement to be like, yeah, you're level 20. The mounts look amazing, game's amazing, so far so good, having a lot of fun. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I do play this live on Twitch, so if you do want to join me, check out the Twitch channel, it's in the link below.